Wow, welcome back to another video. Thank y'all for tuning in. So I'm sorry for not uploading a lot lately. I've been very busy with school as always, and also I was working back at home, and also because what else did I do? Honestly, I forgot. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't really remember what else I was doing. Well, I did do a lot of traveling, having to come back from Jersey to Rochester last week, and this week having to be doing the same trip back from Rochester to New Jersey because I'm on spring break. Well, my spring break's about to end soon. And I spent most of my spring break, well, not most of it, well, half of my spring break working. So, sorry about that, guys. That's why you haven't been seeing a lot of uploads or any videos lately on the channel, besides on the second channel. But today we're going to be looking at a drumline battle at that happened a few weeks ago, the Stoncrest Battle of the Drumlines. And we're going to be seeing a battle between Clark Atlanta, Stick 5 Stick, I mean that's what they're called, and they're going up against Fort Valley State University's Archaic Posts. This happened this year in 2026. Stoncrest, that's like outside of Atlanta, right? Is Stoncrest part of Atlanta, or is it part of somewhere else? I don't know, but we're going to be looking at this battle. So Fort Valley was there, Clark Atlanta, and then some other schools like Talladega and Albany State were there. And if y'all don't remember seeing the video between Albany State versus Clark Atlanta last year, that one was a good battle. Honestly, to me, in my opinion, I think Albany State won that battle. So let's see how Clark Atlanta does in this battle between Fort Valley State. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. In 3, 2, 1, and start. That call out? That intro that they did kind of remind me of Albany State. Their quit line got a lot deeper. I rock with the snares. I like the nodding that they were doing. Okay, now it's Clark Atlanta's turn. I hear you, Quince. Okay, I hear you, basses. I hear you. I hear you, tonals. Okay, I'll have to get that round of tie. So round two. One thing about Fort Valley's basses, they be smashing. I'm barely seeing a lot of nodding from the snares. They're not like doing. They're not moving. They're not nodding their heads like the rest of the others. Like I'll explain later. It's just not matching. But other than that, everything else sounds good. Crazy how Fort Valley cymbals, they did a lot more movements and blazing and all that stuff than Clark. He said push back. Can we just get on to the rest of this video, please, announcer? Because thank you. It's the tempo. They start off slow, but then they start speeding it up. Whoa! Hold on, whoa! I hope my ears did not deceive me just now. Okay, I hear you, basses. Honestly, basses, they're honestly carrying the drum line. Nothing against the rest of the line, but I'm hearing more consistency from the basses. Like the dynamics though. I really do like the dynamics. So round two, I have to get that to Fort Valley. Okay, liking the movement on here. Okay, all right. Let's see what you guys got. Fix a little bit on the movements, tenor drums. Feel like somebody's like going a little off. Tempo on that run basis. Okay, so honestly, that was a good battle, but I would have to give that battle, or at least those two rounds, but rounds 2 and 3, to Fort Valley State. I feel like Fort Valley State was more prepared than Clark Atlanta. Clark Atlanta, they sounded good. Nothing, like I said, I have nothing against on each of their sections. I have nothing against any of them, but it's just my main thing is, how come like you guys when y'all start tapping off the cadence, you start tapping it off in the slow beat, then like in the beginning of it, towards the end, you start speeding it up. So like if it's gonna be played in, if the cadence is actually played in a faster tempo, then you should have tapped it at a fast tempo, besides just starting off slow. I mean, like, do you guys ever practice with a metronome, or like a click track or something like that? Like, and I'm not saying this out of disrespect. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, in most cases, or at least like in any type of rehearsal, it would be best to sometimes like count it in your head, like pretend like you have a metronome in your head and start counting, and not like dragging it or speeding up the tempo. That's just what I'm saying, because there are times where most of us percussionists or musicians need to start practicing with a metronome, because there's no need to speed it up. There's no need to slow it down or drag it down, because that's just how I feel. That's just my personal opinion. Or at least that's just my kind of suggestion. I'm not saying you guys have to, or I'm not saying you guys should. I'm just recommending it, to just use a metronome. Honestly, to me, I think Clark Atlanta's bass drums, they were carrying the section. Same with the snares. I did hear. I love the energy from the quints and cymbals and tenor drums. Y'all just need to work more on your movements. As for Fort Valley State, for Fort Valley State University, I think they need to just, I don't know. In some of the bass drum, tenor drum parts, I did hear like a little rushing or something like that, or just a little muffled parts between the two. But other than that, I have nothing really against. I have nothing to say about. I don't have that much to say about Fort Valley State. They sounded great. So they won those 2 rounds. The first round, I would have to give both Clark and Fort Valley a draw. But for the rest of those other 2 rounds, rounds 2 and 3, that one is definitely to Fort Valley State University. Let me know down in the comment section below who you think won this battle. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get this video up to at least maybe 5 likes, if at least at best. If not, that's totally understandable. Also, leave down in the comments section which other drumline videos you guys want me to see. Even though band season is over, but this is the moment where, this is the season where most drumlines need to start renewing the cadences, going over the book once again before band camp starts and everything. Because once these new incoming freshmen, these high school seniors graduate high school and start becoming freshmen in college, they're gonna need to see how consistent most of these drumline at these HBCU institutions got to be, even with DCI or Corp, Marching Corp. Honestly, because low key, I still kind of miss having to be with the band or with the drumline sometimes. Because the last time I marched was probably during homecoming 2025. But that was the first time marching with the band as an alum. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel. Let's get this channel up to 20,000 subscribers. We're almost halfway to 17,000 subscribers. So let's get there, and let's also get my other channels, my second channel up to 2,000 subscribers, and my third channel up to 1,000 subscribers. So hope you guys could support me on that. Also follow me on my social media, such as my Instagram and my Facebook, and also I guess you can also follow me on my Patreon as well. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.